Some people may wonder why it is that I do what I do with Geekhouse 5S, and some people may wonder why I have a section of the house devoted to working with electronics and fixing things. That's because fixing things can be pretty fun, and if you know where to look, fixing things can be pretty economical as well. So here's my current NerdWatch collection. One of these is not like the other. That'd be this silver one, which I got from Target. Kind of the oddball. The rest of these are all Walmart watches from various Walmarts over the years. Walmart, we'll put this one off to the side. This is what I'd wear if all the other ones broke. So that's all we need to say about that. We're going to focus mostly on these, though. So these are all $20 or so from like Walmart or something like that. Walmart usually has this SKU from time to time. And if it looks familiar, it's, besides being a nerd watch with a calculator and stuff like that, it's also, if you watch Back to the Future, it's also the watch that Marty McFly wears in that movie. So these have been around since the 80s, pretty much nerd watches, as I like to call them. Sometimes I do have a use for the calculator in very niche situations, but yeah, nerd watches. But the thing is, a while back, I started finding parts for them in dark corners of Amazon and whatnot, and I picked up this thing full of buckles. Why? Because I had a buckle let go on one of these, and I was like, these things are $20 each. I'll bet any money the parts are less expensive. For once, there isn't a razor and blades thing going on. We like that. So I bought a bunch of, well, maybe if I bought first party, well, not even first party, as we're going to explain later. I bought this thing full of buckles, so if a buckle falls off, whoop-de-doo, just pocket the watch until I can put a new buckle on. This one in particular has one of the third-party buckles. It's more metallic and it's generic, as opposed to Casio. Casio and stuff like that. And of course, on another watch, I had the band snap. Hey, what do you know? Amazon has a SKU. The new watches are, the watches are $20 new, of course. Amazon has a SKU where factory bands for these watches, replacement bands, are 13 to 15. Amazon might have them on sale too. So replacement bands are 13 to 15, and I could get third-party ones for even less that would fit, and I could try those instead. And of course, if the little rubber thing snaps and falls off, then I can just buy those too. Well, I'm guessing I'm going third-party for those. But as you can see with this watch has zero wear and tear except for the scratched screen. That's because this is one where the band broke, so I just got a new band. Either way, the new band, take a little bit of time to install it, wound up costing less than a new watch. I can get batteries for these things, I can get bands for these things, and I have buckles for these things if the buckles fall off. So all of those options to essentially get a watch cost less than buying a new one. Until these things break for good, and we'll see how long that is. See how long that takes. You know, it's really nice to have these kinds of options available, and of course this one being the wild exception, Geekhouse 5S, keep getting the same stuff over and over again, so the parts are all interchangeable. So, this is why I do what I do. And it's really cool in this day and age where things, consumers get the razor and blades treatment so much. To see something like this where you don't is a big thumbs up. Really awesome. I'll definitely be buying more spare parts for these watches, and in the case of getting factory bands, Casio will get most of the money they were going to get from me anyways, from me buying replacement bands instead of replacement watches. Really cool thing. Really cool stuff we have out there these days, thanks to e-commerce and economies of scale and all kinds of other nice stuff. MultimediaJay out.